have evolved recently, talk about the problems we had before, also talk about Sitecore Search, of course, and its benefits, and finally talk about how to integrate to Sitecore Search with generative AI and large languages model. Before I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Evgeny. I'm Sitecore Solution Architect at Brimit with 9 years experience in Sitecore and 10 years experience in .NET development. Also, I'm certified Sitecore developer, XM Cloud certified developer, and recently I became Sitecore MVP 2025. This is our agenda today. First, I will have introduction into traditional search problems. Next, I will explore Sitecore Search, review main features as uploading data, widget, personalization, text relevance, and suggestions. And finally, I will show you innovation use case, how to integrate generative AI service and create smart AI assistant. And of course, I prepared some little demo for you, and I will show you how to easy configure first chat assistant and how to easy to integrate this to your website. And finally, I will be glad to answer a question in the end of the session. Let's begin. What I mean about traditional search? I mean standard lexical search or search by keywords. When you search phrase, it's divided in keywords, and search engine tries to find some content with these keywords. And first most popular problem is no result or unexpected result. It often happens when you don't remind exactly name or of something that you want to find, or you don't remind correct spelling. As you see on slide, it is a real website when I try to search for coffee, and I have received unexpected result. And as you can see, finally, I get coffee when I use correct spelling with double E, and I get a relevant result. The second problem is that search by keyword don't understand synonyms, associations, and abbreviations. This is also a real example when I tried to find a tripod for GoPro camera, but I was unable to do it. And by using menu navigation, I have finally found that I need, by search agent doesn't understand that GoPro's three-way grid item is a relevant result for my previous tripod search phrase. The next problem, it is homonyms. Sometimes search engines find information that contains your keyword, but these results are irrelevant because meaning of this word is different. The good example, when I ask for Swiss watch, I mean wrist watches of brands like Rolex or Tissot, but I receive information about movies from Switzerland. And finally, as you can see, sometimes we have a lot of search problem, and this problem meet on all sites and of course on all search engine like Solar example. And of course, search by keyword is very limited. It is not able to search media content. It doesn't personalize search result. It doesn't store analytics for future improvement, and so on. Question how we can improve our search. In the past, as you probably all know, especially when working with Sitecore and Solar, we use tools like spell checker, suggesters, use different techniques like stemming, lemmatization, fuzzy search. but they are all just text processing algorithm, and no matter how hard we try, we cannot make the search engine understand the meaning of what the user is asking. And at the current moment, we have modern solution how we can fix that. First of all, it is using modern search engines. Example like Sitecore Search, or also our team using Algolia and some other search engines which build on modern solution. Also, it is semantic search with we are using embedding and stores information in vector representation. It allows us to understand meaning of search phrase and even to get multimodal search when search engine can understand and find information in any format, for example, image or audio files. And of course, what is very popular today is using large languages models and generative AI, which allow us not only to search for information without any limitation, but also to explain the relevance of search result, to answer question as human, to search for information on the internet, and much more. And how I said, example Solar search was very limited, and therefore Sitecore create a new search engine as Sitecore Search. And now I will go over its feature. Sitecore Search is cloud-based search tool that help website show better search result and personalized content. It uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to understand what user want and show the best result. Unlike old search system, Sitecore Search is flexible and easy to integrate with other platforms. It has powerful APIs and smart personalization, making it great for e-commerce, business website, and content platforms. And third feature, which I want to show you, of course, it is how we can upload data to Sitecore Search. Sitecore Search provides different ways to add the data to Sitecore Search. First, it is web crawler. It is the easiest way to collect website data. Example, if you can use a sitemap or some follow links on your site and get this data and upload data to Sitecore Search. And of course, you cannot write some code because Sitecore Search it is platform which you just manually set up without no coding. But web crawler has some minuses. First minus is we cannot create get data which we will use for different languages, and also if our site has some login or something like that, we cannot set up this on web crawler. But Sitecore create additional web crawler like advanced web crawler. It is a stronger version of web crawler which already have login option, work with different languages, and using sometimes JavaScript to create separate logic. The next it is API crawler. API crawler used for get data from different API from JSON data. It also has features like logic for different languages, for login, and also we can extract data using JSON path or JavaScript. The next, it is feed crawler. It is a simple crawler which work with CSV or JSON files for getting data from your files and add to Sitecore Search. And the last, it is ingestion API. It is RESTful API that gives full control over indexing. You can add, update, or delete items, but ingestion API have some minuses, which I will show on the next slides. But firstly, I want to explore my real-life experience and which crawlers I used and for which purpose I use it. First, it is about web crawler and advanced web crawler. Each is the best for quickly adding website data to Sitecore Search. They can scan sitemap, collect all pages, and extract only the data what you need using XPath query, JavaScript, or CSS. The next, often I used AP Crawler. It is a great choice for extracting data from HAPI if you work with XM Cloud, of course, because as you know, in HAPI we are keeping like live data from XM Cloud. And of course, the good approach it is combining crawlers with ingestion API, and Sitecore create option for that, and its options call like incremental updates, and it is just checkbox which each crawlers have, and if you set up this checkbox, you can after running your AP crawler, and when data will successfully moved from example Sitecore to Sitecore Search, you can using ingestion API for updating this data. And I use combination AP crawler and ingestion API for creates a system for real-time item updates. Example, my initial moving data, transfer data from Sitecore, I running API crawler, and after that I create a save event in Sitecore, and when content editor change my product example and click button save, I send this update data to Sitecore Search through ingestion API. On this slide, you can see how source board is looking. You can see that Sitecore add analytics for your sources, where you can track various metrics such as number of items uploaded, upload times, status, and more. Also, you can go to this special web crawler and check specific analytics for your source. And also you can see that all crawlers has understandable settings, and it is really easy to set up when you start to work with Sitecore Search. Also, from my experience, uploading 1,500 items takes about 6 minutes, which I found to be quite fast. Because I'm compared with one Algolia, it is also popular search engine. And the time to upload the same count items also they get the same result like in Algolia example. And of course, when I work, I found some limitation of data upload option in Sitecore Search. Of course, it is only from my opinion, and you can have other option, but I want to show you what I found and what minuses I don't like in Sitecore Search. Firstly, it is not direct integration with Sitecore XM Cloud or Sitecore XP. When I start working with Sitecore Search, I want to see some crawler which I can set up and integrate my Sitecore XM Cloud example and after some settings, transfer data from XM Cloud to Sitecore Search. But unfortunately, Sitecore Search don't have something. Sometimes customer ask about me, do we have some Sitecore crawlers or not, because it's needed for estimate project, and unfortunately sometimes I ask Sitecore support about that, and maybe in future Sitecore will add this option. But at the current moment, for integrate your Sitecore, you can use example API crawler or just web crawler for moving data from the website through sitemap. The second minus, it is difficult to debug errors. When you work with web crawlers or API crawlers, it's often unclear where the issues, and sometimes need a lot of time for understand which part of settings in crawler has issues. And I want to see in future maybe some logs board where you can check all issues on Sitecore Search. Also, one minus is that Sitecore Search don't have some webhooks. In this now very popular some microservice architecture, when we create some different little application, and each application should know when, example, Sitecore Search updated and update initial data. But you cannot track this, and you can only check this manually when, example, user was running some crawlers, and then you should go to these microservices and update this data. And from my experience, I want to some webhooks which I can connect to any service or any application and check programmatically when update my Sitecore Search data. Also, the next minuses, it is really minor minuses, because Sitecore often updated documentation, but for me, sometimes I cannot find some pages where I can see for setting some suggestion variant for or how to set up text relevance for some purpose. And sometimes also I want to see in documentation more screenshot or images. But anyway, it is really minor minuses, because Sitecore very often update documentation, and I think in closest future this minus we can remove from my list. And the last, each is ingestion API has some limitation. And what is limitation? It is limitation about that you can only update one item per query. It means if you want to add 10 items to Sitecore Search and using ingestion API, you should do 10 requests to Sitecore Search. And it's really annoying me sometimes, because I really want to collect 10, 100 items to some array and push all list to Sitecore Search for creating. And also when you push item through ingestion API, example 100 or 1000 items, you cannot delete all records programmatically. You just for deleting all records, you should go to Sitecore Search and delete all sources, and it also really annoying me. But anyway, Sitecore Search is still a powerful tool, and I hope And I hope that future updates will address these issues to make data management easier. The next features, which is search pages and widget. For display search result, you should use search pages and widgets in Sitecore Search. Their tools help create personalized, interactive, and highly relevant search experience for users. Search pages are full-page search interface that allows users to explore results with filtering, sorting, and facet navigation. Widget, it is a smaller search component that can be placed anyway on your website. It can be like a search bar, autocomplete suggestion, product recommendation, dynamic content blocks, and other. In my experience, often I using widget and not using search pages because widget for me more understandable how it's used and how to set up this. In Sitecore Search, we have 5 widgets. Each is preview search widget, search result, recommendations, banner, and HTML block. And of course, each widget has common features, but some also have unique function. For example, about common features, widget have filters. You can set up some settings through conditions. For example, you can create widgets that only show items from Italy content with specific tags. Or if you have personalization, you can also set up filter by visitor context and use location and set up like show some items only for users from Italy. And some others widget like recommendation has unique features. And example recommendation widget has a recipe system, which other widgets do not have. And what is a recipe? Recipe helps decide what recommendation to show. For example, you can use recipe to show most clicked item from the past week, or recently viewed content, newest item added to the index, or others. And you should understand that recipe, it is not something static, because for recipe, Sitecore Search use analytics, which Sitecore Search collects from you and from your users, and also using artificial intelligence and machine learning for a learning system and generate the right result. On this slide, you can see how recipe looks like. It is one from 35 default recipe, and this recipe calls like similar products with fallback to top view products. Recipe provides details on how it's work. And as I mentioned, the main point is that Sitecore Search uses different algorithms, such as semantic or hybrid search to display relevant data. And by default, you have 35 recipes, which you can use. Sometimes it is enough for your website, but sometimes not. And if you want to create something custom, unfortunately, you cannot to do this self. But as I read from documentation, you can write Sitecore support ticket and ask Sitecore support about a custom recipe, and Sitecore support will add this to your account, and after that you can use it. But of course, from the experience, more customer prefer use Sitecore Search, and I think in future Sitecore will release something for creating custom recipes. On this slide, you can see how widget boards looks like. You can see that widget can have different variants. Different variants can have different filters, for example, blacklist items or some special boost rules and other uh, settings for your widget and for return right content for your users. And sometimes ago, maybe 2 months ago, Sitecore released split testing or A/B testing to XAM Cloud and Sitecore Search. And at the current moment, you can create different version of widget and find what is the best one, and using split testing for that. And of course, it just makes search more accurate, increase conversation, and create a better user experience when you just test two version and find the best one. Now let's talk about the important feature in Sitecore Search. It is personalization. Personalization means changing search result based on user behavior. For example, if a user click on product or visit a page with a special banner, Sitecore Search can show results that match their interest. To do this, we need to track user action on the website and send this data to Sitecore Search. Of course, Sitecore Search already have some default tracking, example like how many requests, views on the we will have on the widget. But also you can create the custom widget using like Events API, and also you can use example React SDK for calling this event API or just RESTful API. And with event API, you can track many actions like views, clicks, additions, removals. Also a lot of user parameter like location, browser type, some user data, email, address, even gender. And once we send this information, Sitecore Search collect and analyze it data. Then we can use this data to create personalized search result, making search more helpful and relevant for users. This improves the search experience and help users find what they need. And of course, we collect all the data, and we have a separate board called like analytics, where we can check every hour analytics data. You can, on this board, you can view various metrics such as views, click requests, and others. You can also see both overall analytics or specific analytics for individual widget or pages. Also, the boards are highly interactive and has many graphics and tables, which you can review and decide how better to set up your widget for future improvement your search experience. Additionally, of course, you can download this analytics, send this analytics by email, or share by link. The next, it is text relevant and suggestion. And Sitecore Search helps improve search accuracy and user experience with these features. Text relevance ensures that search results match what users are really looking for. you can prioritize attributes like title, description, or subtitle, and assign weight to control search ranking. For example, giving higher weight to the title make result with matching titles appear first. And suggestion blocks help user find the right content faster. You can create autocomplete or a K-typo option with using suggestion blocks. On this slide, you can see how settings for text relevant and suggestions looks like. You can see that, for example, I have suggestion like keyword tuple, and we have a lot of settings, and each developer can set up your suggestion like he want. But of course, firstly, if you want to set up these, need to careful read Sitecore documentation, because like text relevant and suggestion using analyzers, and need to know which analyzers and when you should use. And because therefore I have the next slide about analyzers. And Sitecore Search use analyzer for improved search accuracy. Analyzers help make sure users find the right result, not just exact matches. Analyzer work in 3 steps. First, it is character filters, clean the text by removing unnecessary symbols, like punctuation. The second, it is tokenization, break the search phrase into smaller parts, tokens, and use this word in future requests. And the last, it is token filters, change tokens by additional symbols, removing common words, example, the, and, or, and others, or reduce words to their root form. Example, running, we transform to run. And you can see how many analyzers Sitecore Search has. And of course, I can describe each one, but it takes a lot of time. And for that, Sitecore has a good documentation. And you can read about each analyzer in documentation, and also Sitecore has in documentation some example when you can use special analyzers and for which task. This also Sitecore Search has some developer resource board. It is a board for developers where you can test your widget, your API. Also, you can test event builders. It's mean like you can check before using some events which you created or you want to use on your website. Also check special events from special user by using GUID ID. It's called like UE ID. And also some links to the documentation, to API, to React SDK and others. Also, I want to mention about React SDK. In our project, our team is using the React SDK for implement front-end part. Our front-end team mentioned that if you have experience with other search tools, implementing Sitecore Search on React SDK will be easier, because there are many similar things with other search solutions. Also, additionally, Sitecore Search is quite fast. For example, in our real-world experience, we achieve response time of around 100 milliseconds. And also, I compare with this result with different search system, and it's pretty same. with other powerful systems. As you can see, Sitecore has created a powerful search engine. Of course, it is only the start, and Sitecore will improve Sitecore Search, but you can start use this now. We're also waiting for the release of new features, such as answering site visitor question with OpenAI, ability to tailor Sitecore Search result based on customer question, contextual text generation. But anyway, Sitecore Search without these features also is powerful. And that's all about Sitecore Search, what I want to show you today. And while Sitecore Search doesn't have some integration with OpenAI systems, we decide to connect these, and I will show and tell about how to integrate AI agent to your search system. While we are waiting some integration with OpenAI or Azure AI in Sitecore Search, I want to show you how to do integration with generative AI and large language model. We have e-commerce customer that have asked us to improve smart searches by using AI in combination with brands content search. Our website sells perfumes, and our task is to create AI assistant that will help the user to find the right products for him or her. Here you can see a list of requirements for these features. It must be assistant who has access to the content on our website and of course access to the products in Sitecore Search data. It should support voice input, for example. It should understand different languages. Each individual user should have their own session and chat history. Also, assistant response must have a unified output format like JSON, because JSON will easy to parse on front-end part. If the question is not about our products, the assistant should not answer it and answer like, I don't know this, and please ask me about perfume. Or if assistant cannot find the right product, it should say something like, we have no products matching your request. Also, it should be like cross-platform application. We need to use the same feature in both website or mobile application. Also, we must take care about performance and cost. And of course, solution should be scalable. If the customer wants to add something else similar in the future, it should be not a complicated process. For this task, we need to implement retrieval augmented generation, or RAG architecture. It is the process of optimizing the output of large language models. So it reference acknowledge base outside of its training data source before generating a response. In our case, data source is Sitecore Search index with information about our website products. And on this slide, you can see a simple diagram of AI chat assistant using IAG. This assistant can answer user question and search for products in Sitecore Search. And how it's work. User asks a question. Our assistant gets this question and process this question through a chat model. Example, it can be OpenAI, Azure AI, or other AI large language models. After that, if a user asks about products, like please recommend some products from your website, or I want to some perfume on evening, AI agent understands that and search the right products in Sitecore Search and Sitecore Search return right products and AI agents generate answer, and after generate answer return answer to user question, and user receive some message about our products, and the user can choose what he want. Also, this system has some pluses, and one big plus that we are using Sitecore Search, and we each time have the last information from our site. And of course, sometimes you need a place where you will configure it and integrate between AI services and your logic. Also, session between user and chatbot, integrate data storage, caching mechanism, and other. Of course, you can implement your own middleware where you will control of this. But I just want you know that at the current moment we have special tools for that. And one of them, it is Fluice AI. It is open source low-code tool for developer that is used to build customized large languages models and AI agents. And also, sometimes I use other platform like NHN to create AI bots for Telegram or WhatsApp. It is also open source system which you can use like locally and set up these on your servers, but also you can use web version for creating your system. And at the current moment, I will show demo how you easily set up chat assistant in Fluice CI system. Yes, it is my Fluice AI account. You can see that we set up this service on our web server, and we are using this and we can use it and integrate this like we want, because I will show you that we have some customized part for Fluice AI. But firstly, I just want to show you that how process is looking. You just can add a new board and
Sorry to interrupt
yes.
you. We still see the PPT. I mean, are you saying something else? A browser or
Oh yeah, I share the browser. 1 second. I think I need to share. Uh, ah, yes, share. Looks like you should see a browser. Yes.
yeah, now it's good. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Again, return to this start of demo. It is my Flows AI, and by URL you can see that this Fluice AI set up on our server. It is not some web cloud version, but of course you can use if you want and you want to buy some license, you can use web version of Fluice AI. And I want to demonstrate how to easy you can set up some your first chatbot. And of course, I prepared some real example, and I will show you which is the best one, which is the easier, and you can choose in future which you will want to use for your website example. Firstly, I just want to show you how Flowise board is looking. It is just some table where we can add some nodes. And Flowise AI has a lot of nodes which you want. Example, if I want to add some AI again, we can see that we have some OpenAI assistants, example, maybe just again. Yes, after GPT, we have conversation agent, tool agent, and other agent. And for using that, we just should choose one and just moving this one on the board. And you see that I, at the current moment, create some OpenAI assistant. And for that, I can choose the right model. I already prepare some assistant in OpenAI, and you can use that or create a new one. If you create a new one, you will have option. You should choose some credential, which this credential we can get from your OpenAI platform in settings, APIs. And after that, you can choose right model. You can see that we have a lot of models which you can using. For my experience, I often use GPT 4o mini. It is a really cheap model and enough for my old task. And after creating all options like instruction assistant, I can choose example already model which I prepared before presentation. And after that, we already can test that. Example, you can see that I can click this button like chat. Firstly, I should save something, but I already have the same OpenAI, which I already saved. This is also pretty same. It's only one blocks, and I clear chat history. It's not clear, but anyway, I can write hi, please. And this OpenAI system thinking and try to find some answer. And yes, he finds some answer and return in JSON format. You can see my also I already have some response to him and everything is keeping. And you can ask me, it is already bot an assistant which working, but of course this assistant have some minuses. And first assistant, this assistant only work with files, and we cannot to integrate some Sitecore tools or other APIs and connect to this assistant. And for this assistant, we should upload a file, example, in JSON format with our products. And after that, this assistant can find something. But of course, for some project, we can use that because it is enough for this bot. Because some website can have like static information which not updated recently, and you can use just one node like OpenAI Assistant for creating this. And of course, you can easily integrate this to your website. After creating your assistant, you can put, we have button Influence AI like API endpoint. You can click on this button and you can see how many options we have to integrate that. Example, if I want to integrate like pop-up HTML, I just can copy this script and pass the script on the pages. Example, on layout page on my site, and I will see on each page is some my chat where user can click, open this chat and answer something. Of course, you can if you just copy this script and pass this pass to the chat, it will look like this chat. And of course, it is not have some example stylus like you want, but also in Fluence AI, you can click show embedded chat configuration and you have get more setting for your chatbot. And you can see here we have a lot of settings for this chat where you can add some your custom icons, some design for your bots, and just after adding these, front-end tips can update this, copy, and pass to layout example, and everything will work. Also, we have some other option like we can integrate this chat to Python or to JavaScript, but of course it will be like you just ask something, some question how string, and you will get response also from bot like some string, maybe with JSON, and you can process this data and create self chatbot, and not needed using already existing Zit. And also we have just URL query for our bot. Also, each type of API have some additional parameters, and it is really pretty easy to integrate. And of course, as I mentioned, it is OpenAI Assistant is not good if you have, for example, web shop, internet shop for selling something. But unfortunately, we cannot connect. We have allowed tools here, but we cannot connect, example, Sitecore Search to this Open Assistant, and we should use other chatbot for that. But Fluence AI I just want to show now how to connect easy tools to your assistant. An example, we have some Sitecore nodes. Example, Sitecore Search, we just can move these and connect to your OpenAI assistant. Unfortunately, it is not working here because this OpenAI assistant work only with file information, but I will show now system which work with Sitecore Search, Sitecore Search, and work fine. Of course, also, as you see, we have some Sitecore nodes like Sitecore Connect, Sitecore Search, and Sitecore Send, and it is our custom company nodes which we created. And it is possible to do this on Fluence because it is open source, and it is also cool part because you can create some other integration, example with Order Cloud or something like that. Example, these three nodes you can download from GitHub from my colleagues, Sergey. I can share to our WhatsApp chat this link in the future if you needed this. And here you have a good description how you can install these and start to work with that. Let's return to our Fluence, and I want to show not this, it is last. Yes, this system. For more powerful system, you can use no open AI assistant, but we should use like tool agent. And tool agent already has more features. And as minimum, he already has memory features, which we can connect like buffer memory or some example Redis cache or something like that. Also, as you can see, this tool agent for correct working, we should connect chat OpenAI model. It's needed, of course, for process user question and prepare answer for our users. And we connect to our tool agent to our node, custom node, Sitecore Search and Sitecore Send. And how it works? This tool again some has prompt text, and you already can see that we have prompt like you are Arabian our perfume store assistant. Please like answer the question and retrieve information from Sitecore Search tools. And this tool already can using our Sitecore Search and get information from Sitecore Search, and it is pretty impressive. And how it works, of course. I will open already the chat. You also, as you see, you can open the chat in the separate windows, and I can write here, hi, I want to buy perfume for gift to my wife. Please recommend something. We are waiting because our OpenAI assistant process our question. Assistant see that we ask about perfume, and we ask about please recommend something, and before responding, our tool agents doing query to Sitecore Search, get data from Sitecore Search and return this data and show data to users. And we see that he answered like it is excellent perfume, and it is a great choice also because he answered and returned not only product, he also writes like some phrase, which is excellent perfume for gift for your wife. We see this some perfume from our site with link, and also we have some description, price, and some recommendation what we can do next. And of course, after that, user can write example, it is okay, but recommend something else. And our AI assistant will recommend other products from Sitecore Search. And you can see, yeah, sometimes it can recommend the same products, but as you see that anyway, we have different products for that. Of course, looks like when sometimes we have some minuses, we can update our instruction for our chatbots and fix some errors, like when they ask something else, we can remove duplicates. And it is pretty easy because you should just update some instruction for this chat tool again. And what I want to show to you others, return to my presentation. I also want to tell about multimodal search, because sometimes Text, again, it is okay, but we are live in the future, and customer want like more than just text again, and customer want upload some images or audio files for investigate, and our AI assistant should process images or audio file. Example, it is user when say something, and should understand that, and also using in conversation. And for that, we should implement multimodal search. And on this slide, you can see how it's work. The main aspect for that, we should doing encode and embeddings, and represent our information to vectors. And these vectors are stored in multi-dimensional space and capturing syntaxes and semantic relationship between words. And during interface, this model use this vector to generate response. And of course, for keeping this vector, we should use a special platform, example like ViewWait or Pinecone. For our task, we are using ViewWait because it is more cheaper. It is also open source platform, which we can use like web version, or also we can download this and set up on our server. And ViewWait has a lot of features like multimodal search, hybrid search, also integration with OpenAI and others. And how it works? Of course, firstly, we should get data from Sitecore Search, generate, transform this data and using embeddings. For that, we transform this data to vector representation and just keeping to one from our vector store, like ViewWait. And after that, we will have a little bit difficult model for our chat assistants, but this chat assistant became more powerful because at the current moment he can understand voice conversation, images, or also we can upload some videos format. Doesn't matter what format data we will upload to our bots. Yes, and for that, I have some demo part, which is our real site, and we have bots. An example, I can upload some images. Each images contain Blue Chanel perfume, and we wait using also OpenAI model, and when we generate these generate vectors, we like generate based on OpenAI model. And example, now we can compare different perfume from other brands with our perfumes, and it is really pretty cool part. Example, I upload Blue Chanel perfume and ask him, please recommend the same. Please recommend the same perfume, and now we will wait, and we see that I get result the pretty same like Blue Chanel, but from our site. And user, of course, can choose something. Yeah, we have some only blue, we have some description, only black, but everything the pretty same like Blue Channel. And our customer, when tested this bot, said that 19% the perfume is the pretty same like example user want, and it is really impressive. And how it's scheme it looks like on Flowice AI. Yes, it looks like that. We have also our tool agent. We already connected Redis cache to our agent, like for keeping chat history and conversation history. Connect chat OpenAI with GPT-4o Mini for process question and prepare response. And of course, already we are using vector database like getting data. And you can see that our view-weight vector database connect to our Sitecore Search. Unfortunately, we connect these to API, but of course we can connect this to our node. Sitecore Search example. And connect. At the current moment, it's something not. I think I should remove AP loader firstly, but I shouldn't touch this because it is a real life model. But anyway, we are getting information. We have embedding process, and we are keeping this in our vector database. And after that, we can use everything, and you can see that we can create a powerful system which already understands not only text but images or, for example, voice conversation. Return to our slide, and that was my last slide. And if you have questions, you can ask me now about that. And of course, thank you for joining. You can we can keep in touch in WhatsApp chat. Also, you can connect to me using LinkedIn, Slack, or Twitter, example. Thank you very much. If you have question, please ask me. I don't know, it will be chat question or...
Yes. Any question you have?
Thank you. I have one question. So basically the license of this particular Sitecore search is with the Sitecore license, right? Or we have to get any other subscription for this?
As I know, yes, it is a separate license for Sitecore Search, but I think Sitecore sell like complex license where you have like XM Cloud plus Sitecore Search or something like that.
Okay, it's kind of okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
But unfortunately, I'm not. I don't know a lot of information about license because our manager buying customers this license. But as I know, it is need to separate license for using Sitecore Search.
Okay, thank you.
Some other questions?
Yes, Jay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, in starting of in starting of the presentation, you discussed about some API crawler where real-time updates. You told that it will be syncing. So have you done with the XM Cloud with Sitecore Search or some other platform?
How you can create a real from API crawler? Unfortunately, you cannot create like real-time update because API crawler just get some information. We running one time this, and this crawler connect to your API and transfer all data from API to Sitecore Search. And this API like not checking when you update something. But as I mentioned, you can each crawler have incremental updates settings, and if you check this, you can, after transfer all data from your API, example H API, you can control real-time update items and using ingestion API. And how I did this example, I created save event or publish event, and I check. Firstly, of course, for initial transfer data, I use in KPI crawler. Also, we can set up some scheduling time for updating your data. But my customer want, like, if content editor updates something, click save. We also need to transfer these updates to our data, which was generated by API crawler. And for that purposes, I use ingestion API. I just catch these updates, and through ingestion API, you can push this data to Sitecore Search, like item by item. But
So
unfortunately,
so have you done this in
sorry?
Next.js middleware?
Ingestion API, which is just RESTful API. You can connect by some URLs and use get, post queries and push some information for update item and others.
Thank you. Do you have any relevant blog for this or any documentation which you referred?
At the current moment, I don't have. When I start work with Sitecore Search, I have a lot of bug issues to Sitecore team, and I wrote a lot of tickets. But Sitecore support pretty quick to update my tickets and fix issues. And also sometimes when I cannot find something in documentation, I can answer in Sitecore support, and Sitecore support advise to me something like you should use this, or you should use other things in Sitecore Search for finish your task.
Okay, thank you so much. That makes sense.
Yeah, you're welcome. Some other questions?
Yeah, so I believe that's all. Thank you, Yannick. Thank you very much for this detailed presentation. We actually got some detailed insight about the Sitecore Search. And thank you all for joining to SVG Kolkata. We will soon have our next session, maybe in next week with Sebastian. Thank you all.
Thank you also for joining to this session, and maybe see you on the next sessions, and maybe I prepare something else. And of course, you can connect me through LinkedIn or Slack if you have some answer about some services like Fluice AI. I can answer question every time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye. Have a nice
Thank
weekend.
you. Bye-bye.